In this video, we're going to import the demo Drupal site files. So here we are looking at the assets folder, and in here we can see the CacheBacon site files zip file. This contains Drupal 7.15, which is the current version as of when I'm recording this video, as well as all the modules, pretty much everything you're going to need in terms of Drupal itself to follow all the demos in this course. So let's take a look at what's contained herein. I'm going to decompress this using the archive utility on my Mac. If you're on Windows, of course, you can use whatever you have there. And here we have the public HTML folder. I've compressed this into a folder to make sure that all of the files, including all the hidden files, there's really only a couple that are important, are contained in the zip file. You won't see those when you first open this, but they're there. So what we're going to do is take all of these files, this is a full Drupal installation, and we're going to upload them to the server. So here's where that's going to happen. In my case, I have cachebacon.shuflydesign.org set up as a subdomain, and as you can see, there's nothing happening here. You'll need to have your own web hosting set up where you can install this. In my case, it's a subdomain. So switching back to these files, what we need to do is get these files up onto the server. Now, there's various ways that you can do this. You can just upload this zip file and then decompress it on the server. If you have command line access to your server, that will work great. If you don't have that access, you can decompress the files locally and then upload the folder. I'm going to show you how that would work, but to save time, I'm going to actually do it by uploading the compressed file. So what needs to happen if you're going to upload the folder is first, of course, you'll decompress it as we've done here. And then maybe you'll want to rename this public HTML to something else, like demo or maybe CacheBacon. So having renamed this folder, now you just need to upload it. So I'm using Transmit for my file transfer application. And as you can see, I have my assets folder over here on the left pane. And then over in the right pane, I've connected to cachebacon.shuflydesign.org, and I'm in the public HTML folder. This is where my website is served from. It may be named something different in your case. It could be HTTP docs, it could be web, it could be any number of things. But you need to know where the web root is for your particular hosting setup, and you're going to upload the files there. So what you could do is just drag this folder over here and it'll upload. Now, that takes a long time because there are many hundreds of files in that folder. So to save time for myself, I'm going to upload this zip file instead. So we'll just wait for that to upload and come back in a second. Just a few more seconds and the file is uploaded. Great. So what I'm going to do is unzip this using the command line on the actual server. I'm going to switch to a terminal, and I've already connected and I've changed directories into the right folder here. So if I just do an ls, you can see here's the file. And I can unzip it like this using the unzip command. And there we go. It's unzipping everything and it's all done. This is quite a bit faster than transferring an uncompressed folder, but it works just as well either way. Now switching back to my file transfer application, I can refresh this listing. And here we are. There's my public HTML folder. So if you had uploaded this from here, you would end up with a folder called CacheBacon, like this. And if I switch back to Firefox, if I go to cachebacon.shuflydesign.org and just refresh this, I still have nothing. But if I add that folder name onto the end, I don't have nothing. I have an error because I haven't actually installed the database for Drupal, but the files are there. And if you see this at this point, everything's going well so far. One more thing. I'm going to switch back to Transmit again. What I would like to do is serve these files just from cachebacon.shuflydesign.org without the folder name. It will work just as well either way. This is just my personal preference. So I'm going to do that for you now. So all I need to do in this particular file transfer application is open this folder, and then I can select all these files and move them. Now, before I do this move, I want to make sure that I can see all the files. So I'm going to choose Show Invisible Files from the View menu in Transmit. Your file transfer application should have a command like this. It might be in a different place, but you need to make sure that you can see everything if you're going to move the files around out of that folder. So having done that, I can see .htaccess and .getignore down here. So that's good. I'm just going to select all these files by shift-clicking, and I can just move them, and Transmit takes care of all that for me. So now I can delete the CacheBacon folder, and if you've uploaded this as a zip file, you can delete it or do whatever you want with it. You won't need it anymore. But if I switch back to my web browser, and now strip off the CacheBacon folder name, and reload this, I get the same error. But the error is coming from Drupal, so again, at this point, that's good. What we'll need to do next is load up a database so this actually becomes meaningful. So we've now gone over how to take this full set of Drupal files and upload them to your web hosting account.